Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at Dungeons, a game released back in 2011 by developer Realm Forge Studios and publisher Calypso Media. Now here's a quick overview of the game. Dungeons is essentially a dungeon management simulation game, where you'll play as a dungeon lord tasked with building and maintaining a dungeon that attracts adventurers. Now the only twist to this is that instead of outright killing the adventurers, you must first sort of entertain them by letting them gather treasures, gain some satisfaction before crushing their hopes and harvesting their soul energy. Currently the game is sitting at a mixed rating on Steam, with users mentioning certain aspects of the game being tedious at times. Certainly the first game is not as polished as, say, Dungeons 2, 3, or 4, but it's, for the current price, is definitely a good pickup, I would say. Now the intent of this video is to cover at least 2 or 3 of the initial levels and see how it goes from there. Now, one additional point I wanted to make about this game: there is an issue with the launcher that they implemented for the game, where it prevents some users from using their CD keys. So in order to bypass this launcher issue, there is a fix for this, where you have to edit your host file and add a particular line that bypasses that Calypso requirement. I'm going to include a link in the description, or a way to access this fix through the Steam guide. So at any rate, let's go ahead and get started with the game and see where it takes us. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe for more gaming content.
And warn my master before it's too late. As usual, he'll be sitting on his crystal throne in the lower level, doing nothing. Right then, off we go now. How did that go? I'd better have a look in the manual. I can't understand a single word of this senseless chatter. Whatever. I have to find the stairs down. Don't these tunnels ever end? Talk about walking yourself to death. For the life of me, I'll never understand why heroes always want to visit our dungeons. If I were a dungeon lord, I wouldn't have to waste my time running around like this. But my time will come. I could keep getting lost in these damn tunnels, although it's just one long passageway. Wonderful! I finally reached the Master's dungeon. He can only build things here in his own area of influence. Everything in this area belongs to him, no matter who built it. So, another look at the manual. What? Damn! I could have had a better overview all along. Apparently, there's been a spell on me the whole time. Well, it's time to put an end to that, let me tell you. Now that's what I call an overview. Good. Good. There are the stairs heading down. All I have to do now is use the lever beside the gate. I'd have a closer look at the thing, but the manual says something stupid about selecting things with a mouse, and I have absolutely no idea what they're going on about. Your faithful servant is sure to reach you soon. Ah, and done. Master, I, your faithful servant, Mr. Sidekick, wish to warn you. Your treacherous, devious girlfriend, Calypso, is planning to overthrow you.
So, is that what I'm planning? I'll leave you alone with your little toy, honeycakes. I have to look after my dungeon.
Master, I'm heartbroken. Obviously, I was misinformed. Please forgive me. Master, I was right. That treacherous Calypso opened all the entrances to the surface and lured countless heroes into the dungeon. Attack!
Oops, how clumsy of me. I do hope you can deal with this plethora of heroes, dear, for otherwise you'll lose your throne and then I'd be forced to move up. Oh, by the way, it's over between us.
Master, it looks bad. I'm afraid you've already gotten a bit rusty. I will try to outline to you briefly how it works. Unlike some keepers, dungeon lords such as yourself, Master, are very interested in seeing heroes stream into their dungeon. For not only do heroes carry gold with them, they also collect soul energy. But they only collect the latter when they're enjoying themselves. It is therefore imperative for us to first satisfy those heroes, and then cut them down. Pretend the heroes are like little pigs. We cherish and feed them until they become happy and fat, and then... well, you know. By the way, Master, your buddy, Diablo, works exactly the same way. He throws the hero whatever scraps they need to amuse themselves and sends them just enough monsters to ensure that they have an exciting but survivable struggle. Okay, maybe he hasn't quite gotten the knack of cutting the heroes down at the right moment, and usually ends up losing out in the end. But hey, let's face it, you are way more competent than that Diablo. In this particular case, the pigs are in the majority and heavily armed, so I would suggest we make a strategic withdrawal. Build as many prestige gimmicks as possible. This will make you more powerful and help us to escape. We should hurry. We need to reach a different level before someone manages to destroy your dungeon heart. Excellent work, Master. I think you should now at least be strong enough to escape. Those are the stairs we need to reach before your dungeon heart is destroyed. We have to go through this gate. It can be opened using a lever in the vicinity. Great work, Master. Now there's almost nothing in our... Master, we made it! We escaped! However, I'm afraid you lost your throne and are no longer Prince of the Underworld, but rather simply a dungeon lord in the catacombs again. But fear not, Master. We will soon have you back on your feet, and then we will carve you a path back to the throne. And then, well, of course, we will take our hideously cruel revenge on Calypso. But before we can do that, you will first have to gather new strength and power. Let us plunge the land into chaos and distraction. Calypso has betrayed you, but she won't be on your throne for long. Recover your strength and exact your terrible revenge on her. Yum Yumville. Ugh, those greedy halflings from Yum Yumville are an annoying folk, Master. They are constantly celebrating some festival or another, and laughing and singing and dancing. Ugh. But soon we'll put an end to all that. You see, I have found out that there's an artifact in the underworld that could help us. The Seeds of Discord. Master, I propose that we set out to find this artifact. First, you will gain in power for your coming revenge. And secondly, it should be fun imparting a little momentum to these repulsively pacifist halflings. Master, I hope you've recovered somewhat from our escape. Your dungeon heart is already pulsating with an ominous light and is eagerly awaiting souls. I think it would be best if you were to start work immediately, Master. Those disgusting halflings provide entire countries with their disgusting delicacies, making the surface dwellers fat and happy. We are practically obliged to put an end to that. The seeds of discord will ensure that the halflings will soon have other things on their minds. Master, I would suggest that you first bring all of the monster shelters under your control. That should make it easier to search for the seeds of discord. Unfortunately, the monsters in the surrounding area are extremely uncooperative. I'm afraid you'll have to pound some sense into them. Excellent work, Master. Just look how your area of influence has increased. Yet remember that you're very vulnerable when converting a pentagram. During the process, even a lousy bat can pose a real danger and can interrupt your spell. Master, you just acquired a new monster shelter in your area of influence. A monster shelter gives a specific type of monster, well, shelter. Once you bring a shelter under your control, you can build pentagrams for that particular type of monster. Furthermore, shelters increase your population points, which you need to build pentagrams. Master, next, you should build some pentagrams of your own to expand your area of influence and bring the remaining monster shelters under your control. This, however, requires gold. The best way to get gold is from heroes who come in through an entrance into your dungeon. Master, look! A goblin has been imprisoned there. While these cute little characters aren't particularly blessed with brains, they do provide a lot of muscle power. If you free him, he will surely serve you well.
Work, work!
Oh, Master, see how grateful the creature is. It fawns over you as if you were its mother. You could probably have him jump off a cliff, and he'd do it with a smile. But of course, we still need him for your sinister plans. Dig through to this treasure chamber so that the heroes from the first entrance can take their fill and collect valuable soul energy. Excellent work, Master. Now it would be best if you were to pull back a bit and let the heroes stream into your dungeon. For heroes not only bring gold into your dungeon, but soul energy as well. Although heroes only generate soul energy when amusing themselves in your dungeon. Oh, look! There's the first hero already! Just let him greedily stuff his bags full of gold, Master. You know how it goes. Satisfied heroes have more of that lovely soul energy.
Yes!
Ah, sweet soul energy. Master, when you defeat a hero, you only get a fraction of their soul energy. But the prison will let you squeeze out the rest of it, too. By the way, Master, there are different types of prison cells. Not only do they differ in size, but there is also a difference in how fast they squeeze the soul energy out of the heroes imprisoned in them. Oh yes, please put him into prison quickly. You see, all that lovely soul energy diminishes over time, and that would be such a waste. Excellent work, Master. The soul energy is now slowly being squeezed out of the heroes. Let us carry on and open another entrance. Have your goblin dig a tunnel through to connect it to your dungeon. Master, look, the gate. It's opening. You obviously did something right.
For the power. To arms.
Master?
Master, you have just received a skill point and attribute points.
Attack. No.
I hope I can find something useful around here.
Master, that old bag of bones, sometimes called the Zombie King, seems to have something to say. Might I remind you that the old skeleton is, at least temporarily, until you've accumulated enough power, still your boss?
Did I have a good sleep? Oh! Where are my skeletons? They were just there a minute ago.
Master, it looks like a few unfriendly-looking skeletons just entered your dungeon.
Really? Wonderful. Please take care of it. Even if they are brainless, I cannot tolerate that kind of insubordination in my army.
You'd best strike down this mutinous pack quickly, Master, before they can do any more damage.
This is my first real adventure.
Master?
Master, someone's attacking you. Some of the Zombie King's skeletons escaped again, Master. Should you stray too far from your dungeon heart, you can use the teleport to dungeon heart spell. Excellent work, Master. The entrance is now connected to your dungeon. Before you open the entrance, however, you should spend some time preparing to meet the expected hero's needs. If you look around, I'm sure you'll notice that treasure chest over there. Unfortunately, it's still empty and must first be filled by your servants. However, your servants only fill treasure chests that are within your area of influence, Master. This is actually a rather wise idea, or they would just trundle your hard-grafted gold to any old opponent in the area. Build some pentagrams to bring the treasure chests into your area of influence, and your goblins will start to fill them, Master. Some of the Zombie Kings.
For us heroes!
Look, Master, one of your goblins is filling up that treasure chest. I think you can open the hero's entrance now. There seems to be something hidden back there, Master. I have the feeling that we need to bring all of the monsters in the area under our control before we can carry on here. Try and bring all of the monster shelters in the area under your control. Ooh, Master, look! This chest must hold the seeds of discord. Open the chest and take the artifact. Some of the Zombie King's skeletons escaped again, Master. Excellent. With the seeds of discord, we can, well, sow a little discord. I could almost burst with anticipation when I think of those fat halflings flailing away at one another with their thick little fingers. Yeah. Oh, when you sow the seeds of discord, Master, you really sow the seeds of discord. Just look at those halflings yell and fight among themselves. Nobody there is in the mood for song and celebration anymore. Where once you heard laughter, you now hear shouts of rage. Talk about music to your ears. And you've gained a little power in the process. I can feel the day of your revenge coming closer already. Pleasant Creek. The mere mention of that oh-so-peaceful place makes my corns throb, Master. Although, to be honest, with inhabitants as simple-minded as these, it must have been created to be subjugated by your reign of terror, and to increase your power for the glorious day on which you exact your terrible revenge on that traitor, Calypso. It would be so simple, but there's just one problem. A good-hearted magician named Magnus Pollenpicker. This self-appointed champion of good protects the region from dastardly evil characters. People like us, Master. I'd recommend that you deal with this paltry little problem personally. It would be best if we dug our way into the cellar of his manor and lured him down there. The next bit should be pretty obvious. Ah, Master, it's a good thing you're finally here. I hope you were able to sweeten your well-earned break after that last battle against the forces of good with a few drinks and a few diabolic plans. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find that goody two-shoes Magnus Pollenpicker's cellar. As you may recall, he's the poor good-natured magician we want to do away with. Master, as luck would have it, there are a number of underground guard posts in the area. I'm sure the use of a little excessive force could persuade them to spit out the information. Maybe along with a few teeth. Master, you can now build some things yourself, such as pentagrams and piles of treasure. I recommend that you create a couple of vampire bat pentagrams, as they provide you a great deal of visibility. Then you should set up some treasure piles to motivate the heroes. In addition, you can now also place prestige gimmicks, Master. Just try it out and place one of them. You know that prestige makes you stronger. It also provides you with new options for construction.